he bought it decades ago. It still works. You plug it in, you pull the trigger, it spins. No update required. No subscription. No battery to replace. Now look at your side of the garage. You have 4 cordless tools and 6 batteries. 2 of those batteries are already dead. One will not hold a charge past 5 minutes. And a replacement costs more than the tool it powers. You did not notice it happening, but you have been recruited into a system that was designed from the first day to keep you spending. The industry calls it an ecosystem. A mechanic calls it a trap. And once you understand how it works, you will never look at a cordless tool the same way again. Here is how the trap is built. Every major cordless tool brand runs on its own proprietary battery platform. DeWalt runs 20 volts max. Milwaukee runs M18. Makita runs 18 volts LXT. Every one of these systems uses a different physical connector, different rail shape, different terminal layout, and different electronic communication protocol. Even when 2 batteries share the same voltage and are actually identical in power, their connectors and locking tabs are intentionally different. You cannot put a Milwaukee battery on a DeWalt tool. You cannot put a DeWalt battery on a Makita tool. The plastic housing physically prevents it. And if you try to bypass this with a third-party adapter, both manufacturers void your warranty the moment you snap it on. This is not an engineering limitation. This is a business model. One industry commentator put it plainly. The simple fact that a tool company is the sole manufacturer of batteries for its tools gives them a monopoly on the battery platform and the ability to dictate prices without worry of competition. It is the Gillette razor blade model applied to your workbench. Sell the handle cheap. Sell the blades forever. The deeper you buy into a cordless system, the more likely you are to buy more tools and batteries from that same brand. Not because they are the best. Because you already own the batteries and you cannot afford to start over. Now here is where the math turns ugly. A DeWalt 20 volts 5R battery retails for around $100. A 2-pack of 6R batteries sells for roughly $199 on Amazon. An engineer on a tool forum stated what everyone suspects but no one at the company will confirm. That $200 battery pack cost them less than $50 to manufacture including shipping and labor. The markup on branded batteries is several hundred%. And here is the proof. You can buy third-party knockoff batteries with the same voltage and amp-hour rating for $55 for a 2-pack. DeWalt charges $199 for the same configuration. The cells inside are often manufactured in the same factories in China. The difference is the name printed on the plastic shell and the proprietary communication chip that tells your charger the battery is authorized. Meanwhile, lithium-ion batteries used in power tools typically last 3 to 5 years. Most manufacturers claim you should expect over 1,000 charge cycles out of a given battery. But studies indicate that battery capacity may drop as much as 40% or more after those 1,000 cycles. And that is under ideal conditions. Leave your batteries in a hot truck, charge them every day at lunch, run them until they die on the job site, and you will be lucky to get 2 years before they are noticeably weaker. Every battery you own is a ticking clock. And every time that clock runs out, the only place to reset it is back at the same company that built the clock in the first place. Now compare that to the tool your grandfather used. A corded power tool can last 20 or more years with simple maintenance like changing carbon brushes. It draws power directly from the wall. It delivers 100% power, 100% of the time. There is no voltage sag as the charge drops. There is no thermal shutdown when the battery overheats. There is no $200 consumable component that degrades the moment you take it out of the box. Corded tools are more durable than their cordless counterparts because they have fewer components that degrade over time. Since there is no battery to worry about, corded tools are generally low maintenance and less likely to encounter power-related issues. A well-maintained corded drill, saw, or sander can serve you for decades, delivering consistent performance with minimal upkeep. A cordless drill has a typical lifespan of around 3 to 5 years. The tool itself might survive longer, but once the battery platform is discontinued or the batteries degrade beyond usefulness, the tool becomes a paperweight. Here is what the industry does not want you to calculate. A contractor who buys into a cordless platform will spend more on replacement batteries over 5 years than he spent on the tools themselves. The tool is the bait. The battery is the hook. And the proprietary connector is the lock on the cage door. They could have standardized battery platforms years ago. The industry already has universal standards for accessories. Every circular saw blade has a 5/8 inch arbor. Every hex driver bit is a 1/4 inch. They standardized those interfaces because it benefited the customer. They did not standardize batteries because it would have let you buy the cheapest battery on the market from any manufacturer, and that would have destroyed the most profitable revenue stream in the power tool industry.